It was May 2010 when my life changed forever, as Remedy Entertainment, until that time known for Max Payne series, released a brand new title, which coincidentally made me change the way I viewed and was able to experience games until then. You see, whenever I came across a game before, it was usually by a chance. I came to visit someone, they had a computer, they had some games on it. That's how I came across Age of Empires and other franchises. But Alan Wake, when it was launched, was the first game ever that I went onto the YouTube platform and I was able to enjoy the fact that someone was loving video games as well. Because you see, during my childhood and even later down my life, I never really came across that many people that enjoyed video games as much as I did. And it was the Brad Brad channel, which is still active today, that brought me the experience. And Alan Wake was I like to call it magnum opus of Remedy Entertainment. Sure, over the years they brought us more titles. Max Payne 3, Quantum Break, Control, and now they are planning to finally release the long-awaited sequel. And based on some of the trailers which I was able to watch, I actually saw even the characters who portrayed Alan Wake or, Max Payne and all the other protagonists were somehow trying to motivate you to get excited for the title. And for me, this game is like a perfect mix between horror survival action shooter. This is the game which, after like Resident Evil 4, I really enjoyed. Now, coincidentally, I did one thing, and that is I went to the Epic Store, and until the 15th of June, there was like a 60% discount on the remaster. However, when I tried playing the remaster, there were just so many graphical glitches. The game was just annoying to go through because my computer, which is quite the beast, was struggling with trying to fix all the glitches, all the textures, and to me it was just so disappointing to see that title to be screwed up like that, and for Epic Store to be proudly putting at the starting scenery and the introductory cutscene its name that they did all this job, and then you start playing it and 30 minutes in, 10 minutes out of that is just a bunch of graphical glitches. So yeah, I am really looking forward to Alan Wake 2. I really hope that it's gonna be Remedy Entertainment that's gonna be responsible for publishing and creating the game, and Epic Store is just gonna be the exclusive platform where I can acquire the game, because if those knuckleheads are responsible for doing any part of that game, then probably there's gonna be a bunch of bugs and glitches anyhow. So with that said, we're gonna start this journey, and this is one of the games which is extremely important to me. I love it so much because this is what actually made me start to subscribe to people on YouTube and find love even deeper than I had before, and find the appreciation for the time and talent that went into creating these titles. I never loved Fallout franchise, but it was through YouTube and content creators that I actually fell in love with the lore, and I wanted to explore it and experience it myself. And the story of Alan Wake is so amazing that I really think that all of you should give it a try. Hell, maybe you will try to play the remaster. I'm gonna stick with this. And And, well, worst case scenario, if I'll see the same glitches, then I will just probably go and get the remaster anyhow and just kind of push through all that nonsense. So with that all said, I'm gonna set up a few things and we're gonna jump in. You know what? I really want to go for the nightmare difficulty. It's been a while since I played this, but I have actually managed to defeat the game on the hard difficulty before. So, who knows? Maybe even this time it will work.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone. I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet. I was certain I had just driven from this direction, but now the road was blocked. I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there. The radiator had broken when I hit the hitchhiker. The car wasn't going anywhere.
What the hell was that hitchhiker made out of? Now, I have never collected all the thermoses, shot out all the beer cans, so chances are I'm not gonna be able to find the rest of them, because if you pick up the game from the start,
collapsed. I'd have to find another way to the lighthouse.
there is a thermos over here. So if you have the game and you have already played through it, it's only gonna let you like collect the thermoses which you have not discovered before. So it's not like every time you have to find 100 thermoses or all the other stuff. Wolf.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder?
Nope.
You think you're God? You think you could just make up stuff?
Exactly.
People's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama?
That dude is still chopping through whatever is out there, and we need to stay in light in order to be safe.
You missed your deadline! Damn. You can't stop me!
Come on, knucklehead.
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
That would be nasty
How
fall.
does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
And now we need to haul ass. Come on, Alan. God damn it, dude. Your cardio is worse than mine, and that's something to be said.
This way! Hurry!
Wait, it's me! I'm Stuart, remember? Quickly, get me some! Oh no!
Stop!
No! Damn it, die! No! No! No!
I could have dodged.
I was trapped. There was no way out. The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
Follow the light.
Now we are injured.
You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
And now our HP will recover.
Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light. I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light. Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away.
So we can focus the flashlight, and by doing so, we're actually draining the battery, so we have to be careful. Because we can run out of batteries.
You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him.
There's
He's still inside. Control
the cans.
He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Now you'll die.
So the light serves as your indicator to where you are shooting.
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
That's not really a dream.
There, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
Okay, let's run Alan.
You made me this way, and now I'm gonna kill you.
It usually takes around like 3 shots to knock these guys out. Headshots can do critical damage, but it's not really necessary. And there's gonna be even like bigger guys possessed by the darkness.
This is it.
And especially if you are going against like multiple opponents, you have to be careful. As long as the darkness has control, they are not gonna die. Inside of the bunker is also a thermos. And here we have a flare gun, which is quite useful against multiple enemies. We're gonna stick with the pistol. I'm not sure if I picked up the thermos here. If I see something which I am able to pick up, I will pick it up or shoot the cans of the beer, but not every time.
Just like.
So the flare gun is a deadly projectile which can take out multiple possessed simultaneously, but should be used sparingly because the ammo does not grow on trees. And this is the harder difficulty, so I can take more damage if I'm careless and if I do dumb stuff. Well, this knucklehead just fell off, so I guess that has been taken care of.
I can keep this up forever.
Alan Wake. I've never actually been hit by falling debris here, so I'm not sure if anyone ever had the luck. But we need to reach the lighthouse.
Baby, just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here. Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy. Moments before he got eaten by a bear.
Cannot get up there. We can, however, get up here. There's a rifle and a shotgun. Something has been killed in that truck recently.
Hi.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife. If you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller. How's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah. We just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. Just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Only thing this needs is Jim Carrey as Matthew McConaughey for the Lincoln commercial. Man, he was awesome in that spoof.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes?
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
Right. So much for a quiet vacation. I wasn't ready to leave. I needed to find Carl Stuckey to get the key to the cabin.
Don't blame me when you fall in love, because it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin layer of skin.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable.
It does that. Get stuck. Yeah. You need to give it a good solid whack. Now that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
This is it.
If you would be playing it for the first time, there would be Thermos over here as well.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stuckey, to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Over... Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
So here's where the creepy stuff
Cauldron
will
Lake
start.
is a special place. Very inspiring.
We turn the corner. Reach the lady. And she's gone.
Lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed. And then
I hadn't seen her leave, but the old lady was gone.
It's been too long already.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Splendid, splendid! Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah, splendid, splendid. It's been a long time, Tom. Good to see you.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a bottle on you, would you, Tom?
I wish.
Okay, so there's meant to be an achievement where if you play the coconut second time and piss off literally everyone in the diner. Where's the cook? You know, it's not really safe to keep your baskets in the fryer and not have someone look over them. Plus, I don't understand the setup of the kitchen. You have something like a pizza oven in the corner. You have a sink with like a working desk in between. Then you have the oven with like the burners, then fryer, and then convection oven or something. Is the track over? I cannot tell from here. Hopefully the video will not get flagged because of coconut. Alan Wake actually went through this weird phase where they had to take the game down because the license for the music run off, and Remedy had to like work in order to acquire the copies and have the license all over again. So for a certain amount of time, you weren't actually even able to find Alan Wake on Steam. That's what usually happens when you have games that turn certain age. Come on, I want to put it in one more time and piss off everyone. Call me in the morning and the lime and the coconut, and that's horrible song. It's starting to sound like it's over. I really want to see if this will work actually. Or if it's later down the road when we will return to Bright Falls. Well, let's take a look. Yeah, man. I want to piss off literally everyone watching. Whoever is watching until this point. Once we get closer to the doors, our lovely wife is gonna show up in the Lincoln with Matthew McConaughey. Not sure what the hell just happened there. Come on. I know you can do it. Maybe I can talk with someone in order to make the time pass by. I want to play Coconut again. No? Come on. I know there's an achievement for this. I want to get at least one for playing this entire game once again. It's gonna be, I think, like my third playthrough or something. I received the Nightmare difficulty achievement like a long time ago. And because I wasn't really able to get the game back in 2007, which is why I had to watch all these games on YouTube, and it took a while for me to get like a first decent computer. And the first decent computer I was able to get, I was like all the way at university, right? So that was like my beefy computer, which is now with my parents. I was able to get the game, I think it was a couple of years later, around like 2013 or something. So quite the wait. Quite the wait. Seriously? And won't let me play Coconut again. No!
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Nothing. And my wife is there, and all I want to do is shake it to the coconut.
I'll be heading back to work as soon as Dr. Hartman gets here, Rose. Oh, but I'm not looking forward to the poison we have at the Park Cafe.
Coconut?
Now this is what coffee should taste like.
Oh, Rusty, that's so sweet. I'll swing by with a fresh cup later on. Bye, Mr. Wake.
Bye-bye.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Bad man here on PBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia, the fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
The main reason why I was never able to collect all the coffee mugs, or what you want to call these things, the name just escaped me, is because they are usually hidden in the dumbest places. And I remember all those years back, someone showing me on YouTube, if you run up here, there is actually a coffee mug placed over here. Or, well, the cantina, or what you keep the coffee in. Thermos. Thermos is the name. And thermos is the game. So, yeah, collecting these is gonna be quite tricky, especially since I went through the game like 2 or 3 times already. So, most likely, I will not be able to find the remaining ones. I'm not honestly doing all the collectible playthroughs. The game is a whole lot of fun. This is like one of my top replayed games ever. And it's just the fact that it made YouTube something special for me, and it allowed me to truly connect to the games and experience them with someone who was excited about them as much as I was. That much more special. It changed the way I enjoyed video games, and I haven't been really able to meet that many people that enjoy the video games in the place where I live, unfortunately. So, yeah, I mean, I don't judge. I mean, I have my shortcomings. I'm not perfect.
Alice had told me about Cauldron Lake Lodge. The old building used to be a hotel, but these days it was no longer open to the public.
But video games, I think I'm pretty decent.
The generator had been connected to the power cable.
The lights are on. Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here. The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
There's more things written into the trees. So yeah, I saw tidbits of like the later stages even of the remaster, but when I tried it, it was just too buggy, too annoying, and it just made me so angry that I had the game refunded. So we're playing the old school Alan Wake.
Alice? Honey?
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on a shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Well, la-di-da.
Hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Damn it, you do know how to disappoint the guy. What the hell is that for a texture? I haven't noticed that before. Oh man, what the hell? Is there something like that on the other side? Oh my god. What are those textures?
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn it, Alice, everyone
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists. Maybe
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it!
I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through. Damn it. Alice?
Alice? Alice!
The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Now we have to be careful because the crows.
Alice, I'm coming! It's all right, I'm coming!
What the hell?
The first indicator that something is not okay.
no, no!
Keep going.
Wake up.
Alice?
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Hey, that wasn't part of the commercial. Damn it, Matthew McConaughey.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
Okay, so we are deep in the woods, and we need to find our way out. Because this is Montana.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Sorry, this is Washington, but that still means that we can come across a freaking grizzly or wolves in the goddamn woods, so...
Damn.
God, I hope you have good insurance. When I was in the United States, I had insurance, I had some health stuff, and I was totally pissed because the health insurance only covered the medical check from the doctor, but not the medicine for some reason. And so I had to pay like almost $300 for antibiotics. I almost freaking flipped when I found out.
Hello? Is someone there?
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Well, that's optimistic. The one thing which I like about the manuscript is that it should be narrated, but maybe that was added in the remaster and it's not in the classical game. I'm not really sure. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
We need to get over there across the river. There seems to be a lumber mill camp.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Right now, I don't have any equipment. No flares, no lights, and we see Carl Stuckey.
Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Nightfall! Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey.
Pleased
to meet you. Non-refundable
reservation
deposit required. Fair and square.
So here amongst the trees and all the slumber, there is one of the thermoses somewhere around by this car. But I think I must have picked it up already. And so we can go into manuscripts. and we can like read through them, but apparently I'm missing only one, so this is gonna be kind of tricky to find out. Because the manuscripts, you don't pick them up in like a proper order. So exploration is rewarded.
Lose? Shit. It's the lady.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Little commercial for Energizer. Gonna take the batteries.
During your
Revolver ammo. As you can see, the Cauldron Lake does not have the island on the map inside. And it seems like it's a volcano which erupted.
health benefit let you kill with one stone. You can see the sights.
Yes.
And keep those cholesterol
Great Falls Sheriff Station. May I...
down.
Oh crap.
This is bad.
Hey man. That's really, really bad. Like, get out of the cabin or you die bad. So one thing which I'm noticing in comparison to the remaster, because I played beyond this point, is that besides the fact that I'm not getting those stupid glitches in the graphics, this is a little bit more blurry due to the effects of like how they wanted to portray the darkness looming in and lurking around, but also it seems to be brighter. Over here, we can utilize this to help me out as they walk in. The light will burn the darkness.
My head pounded with the concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
So following the luminescent light or the color is important.
It was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
I'm not sure if it's because of the nightmare difficulty that it takes more rounds to kill the enemy. And we get like less ammunition. So I have to be careful on how I use it. I want to knock out the generator so that...
Forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
I can get across. And we're entering the woods, which is quite the dangerous area. And we have to also watch our flanks. There is a manuscript page over there. So this is what I'm talking about. Exploration is rewarded. And seriously, I'm not sure which ones you are gonna pick up when, but...
Departure by Alan Wake.
They are narrated.
The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
So eventually, I will let Alan read through all the manuscripts. At least I don't have to do it. One thing which I did not enjoy about Control was the fact that there were so many secret documents with redacted lines, and I had to read through all of it. It always kind of took me out of the game.
What the hell was that?
Because I had to pause it and start all over again. But yeah, Remedy, man.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Somewhere over there should be a thermos. But it seems like I have picked that one up. Some of these you're going to be able to come across quite easily. And some of these you're going to have to look for a little bit more. But yeah, over here somewhere should be a thermos. Seems like I have collected it already. So let's just continue. Before these guys appear. And oh boy, there's gonna be a lot of them. I'm not sure if it's still stucky. But this guy disappeared on me.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
And there's the manuscript page. I'll pick up ammo. I'm not really sure if Alan can have like some sort of carry capacity. But I just realized I forgot a manuscript page over there, so we shall return just in case it's the one which I am missing, because I have no idea honestly at this point. This is the one thing which I would really wish I can somehow reset, but I'm not really willing to like create a second account on Steam just so that I get the Alan Wake game again and start going after the thermoses and the manuscripts once more. But if I see them, I will certainly try my best to collect them. But I'm not doing a full playthrough run. I've never needed that in order to be super happy. Certain games, like certain FPS shooters, yeah, I want to go for all the secrets, like Doom, Project Warlock, and such. But that's just so few. Holy crap, he tossed the damn axe. This guy even looked like Jason Voorhees. But yeah, dodging, absolutely crucial. Especially if there's more of these knuckleheads. Okay, there seems to be some ammo. So climb, Alan, climb. I'm not sure if it's not out here in this hut. Definitely saw.
Taken. They're taken.
No, don't bring Liam Neeson into this, please. Batteries, nice. So your battery will recharge, which is awesome. But in the heat of the moment, you might be forced to replenish the battery if you have like multiple enemies going against you. Should be careful about the fall damage. Environmental hazards are still hazards.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
And there is the other pyramid of beer cans on top. So definitely, we'll try to get it. Limit reach, so 42 rounds seems to be the maximum. Won't be able to climb up there.
There had to be a way to get up there. There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
And I think it's all the way back there. Back there with all these fellas. So we have 20 batteries. Okay, the darkness has been... Oh, crap. Eliminated, but can't wait to get my hands on some shotgun or something to be able to deal with these numbers. And of course, I'm gonna walk into the light, because in light is safety. There's another manuscript. And here is our shotgun. So already we are accumulating the arsenal of every proper writer. Just joking. We're gonna relocate the logs to create a bridge for Alan, so that we can reach that location up there. It seems like fishing, logging, hunting are maybe the main industries that keep the town alive. Oh, come on, Alan. It's gonna make for one hell of an awkward death if I fall off like this from somewhere. Please don't do that. Good guy. Don't muck it up for me. You gotta be careful with the shotgun, because at the start coming across the rounds not so easy. And we have a sign that somewhere out there there is another ammo dump.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and who'd keep you company all night long if I weren't? It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkies.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, you know, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but he's just too dumb for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
We know that the dog is missing. And we found the ammo cache. Even more flare gun. I'll take it. Against multiple enemies, it's great. Especially if there's manuscript page ahead of us. So the remaster at least does the fact...
The gas station was closer now. Its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no coat.
Sure. So the remaster at least does the fact that when you pick up a manuscript page, it like opens up the menu to them and shows you which one you have picked up. But it might be done also with Alan Wake, the old version. When you first pick it up, who knows? Gotta be careful here. Lots of knuckleheads roaming around. And whenever it gets this foggy, you just know that this is when the guys are gonna show up. But come on. Leave the damn thing. No, I don't want to... Okay, that's bullshit because I wasn't able to, like, quit the generator. So that does not count. I call BS. No, like, if I get killed in an engagement properly, okay. If you pull this shit on me, that's not cool with me. But at least we know how easy it is for Alan to die in nightmare difficulty. Later, we're gonna even pick up like a bigger flashlight.
The gas station was closer now. Its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no coat. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
So here are the knuckleheads. It's not so easy when I'm starting to turn on the freaking generator, is it now? Especially because you cannot leave the goddamn animation for some dumbass reason. Man, but playing this at night with the headphones on, this thing is so much fun. I'm having more fun than with Dead Space or the Callisto Protocol. Where the hell did he go off to? Was it just because I entered the light that he vanished? Problem is we don't have really a map. So I just have to go with my gut. This should kill all three of them. It's not like I can hold out in here forever. We're gonna eventually run out of ammo. Seems like I cannot even reload the shotgun with the one buckshot left in. Manuscript. I'm not sure if you can shoot out the axe from the air once it's like flying. Come on. I definitely saw something out here. Flashing lights. But I'm not sure where the hell was it. I swear I saw something in here. Now that I have balls as a grown-ass person, I want to explore, despite the fact that it might mean more of these goofballs are gonna spawn in. I swear I saw somewhere in here. Something blinking. Man, this fog is getting thicker and thicker. Okay, here we have some indication. The hell is that? Okay, someone left some rocks floating in the space. Okay, I'm not sure if that was meant to be some sort of animation to scare me, but it certainly did not work. I'll take the flare. You're kidding? This thing can take out 3 of them even on nightmare difficulty at the same time with one shot. Darkness or no darkness. Man, what the hell did they do to you, Stucky? Manuscript page over there. Are you sure that if you were a logging company, you would just leave all this hardware out here like this? And I just unlocked an achievement. I didn't think it was possible. I wanted to get the second coconut song in, but... oh, what the hell. Maybe later down the road. Let's enter. I'm quite sure that's safe. Second shotgun, more shotgun shells, more batteries. Gonna pick up more. Suddenly I can reload the stupid thing. Oh, you just know this is gonna be fun location. I'm not crazy about having just one flare, but at least they're giving me a crap ton of ammo. You know they mean business when they give you lithium batteries. There goes Stucky. Along with a few knuckleheads. Where's Stucky? That was lucky there. Carl. Don't. Dude, you're taking shotgun shells.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reach the lights of the gas station alive.
I'm gonna leave you a terrible Airbnb review. I'm telling you that right now. At least it's one knucklehead out of my way. But I'm out of shotgun, out of flare gun. That's nightmare difficulty. That's the truck which we saw.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Yes, yes. And we need to find an entry to the gas station.
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
That is until the lights will go out. Seriously, don't know which manuscript pages I'm picking up, people, so I guess here goes something. So, ooh, I picked up everything. Nice!
Departure by Alan Wake. The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake. The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter. For a long time, the dark presence had been weak, sleeping. Nothing but a half-forgotten nightmare or a shadowy flicker in the corner of an eye in the forest at night. Not real enough to properly exist, and yet too evocative to fade away completely. Now it was waking up. The rider like a fly caught in a spider's web, each jerk and kick vibrating the strands that led deep into its lair. It was aware of him now, and it could use him. All he'd need was a little incentive. I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
So yeah, I'm gonna leave the rest of them for the next episode, but we still are gonna play a little longer.
It was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight. I'll write. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel a presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this.
It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
And that's gonna be it for the first episode. So I hope you all did enjoy it, and hopefully I will see you all for the next episode. Thank you all for joining me on this journey. I appreciate every one of you who decided to subscribe to the channel, and I'm looking forward to Alan Wake 2, and fingers crossed it's gonna be amazing.
Stardust and a whisper, go to sleep.